9.
Go on, I'll leave. Go on, I'll deal with it.
You want me to put it back?
Yes, please.
Been to see Damien. He's had 3. He's had the otter dodger, parrot, and another fish that looks like the otter dodger.
It's early hours of the morning now.
That's not a fish I've seen before. So it drops scales just below the line.
What a result.
Hi guys, welcome back to another banking carp video. Again, as you can probably tell from this tunnel, I am back at the pluck. So we're going to do a couple of days down here. So we're just going to go and see what swims are free. Due to the water being, well, it was last time I was here, quite high. There's only 2 fishable spots, so I'm not sure if the water level's dropped right now, which will allow more spots, but I'm pretty sure the spit is free. So we're going to take a look at peg 1, which is just down here, so let's go do that. Here we are at peg 1. Water's still up. It's up quite a bit. The spit is also free. It's looking nice. So there we are. Now I know the pegs are free. You can't really be too fussy here. You can fish the other side there. But now, just to the left of that buoy, you can get a bivvy up, but you can fish the same water. Was that a bird that was just there? Let's see if a bird comes up there. Yeah, you can still fish the same water. Yeah, it was a bird. In the day, most of the fish up there, and they work their way down here in the evening from what I saw. So there's a couple of lily beds here, lily pads to go at. 1 for each rod really is a good starting mark. So we'll get down here and we'll see what spots are clear, because as you can see, there's a lot of surface scum and weed about. So we need to definitely be fishing on nice clear spots. So yeah, let's get back to the car and get the kit down here. Oh, right, the gear is here. I've been really in a bit of 2 minds whether to fish this end or the middle end. So if that bush there, just off that, I chucked a good bit of bait in there at the end of the last session where me and Jack came here to fish. £15 PB. But that same weekend there was a few guys in here, and apparently they had several bites, landed a couple of fish, lost a few. So I still know that this part's doing bites, and I also know this part better than anywhere else. And I also know that they like to come down here in the night, and being October, autumn, bites start happening just that little bit more in the night time than in the summer. Still I can get one in the day, of course I can, and, you know, same as getting summer bites at, you know, in the night. But I feel like this is going to be the best sort of area to target. Of course, again, October, autumn time, they start showing more in the evening. From my own experience, they start showing a bit more at evening time rather than first light. If this evening they start crashing out in the middle, if nobody's fishing, I'll put a rod on them. I'll put like a middle rod on them. If somebody is fishing sort of either on the spit or over the other side, then I'll fish whatever swim that they're not, and I'll move. I've got a couple of days at my disposal, 2 nights, 3 days, to see if I can't winkle one out. The fishing has become a little bit trickier here. one, as the temperature's dropping, and two, as there's so much weed in here that's constantly moving around, so your lines are getting wiped out, rigs getting dragged off the spot. So yeah, we're gonna have a little mooch about. There's a chap over there I've just spotted when I first came down here. I'm just gonna give him a shout and see if he's just chilling there or if he's fishing. So if he's fishing, I'll have to ask him where he's fishing, just to make sure I don't cut him up, because he was clearly here before I was. Yeah, we're gonna work on getting the kit off, and I'm just gonna get the spod rod or the marker rod out. Oh, sorry. Get the marker rod out, feel in front of those lilies, check the distance, pop the distance sticks in, and then I know where I'm fishing, don't I? So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do that right now. Where we're at now is I found the middle spot, found the left hand spot. We're going to just put the rod around the distance stick, make a note of what that distance is for the middle rod. Then we're going to move on to the third rod. I had to go on the side that I wanted to put the third rod, the right hand rod, on the same cliff as the middle rod, but I wasn't quite happy. I want to go a little bit further, closer to those lily pads. Get it on the spot. A little bit. Right guys, so time to get the first rod out. I've wrapped it up. This is the right hand rod, 11.5 wraps out of the lily pad. So we're gonna go ahead and stick this PVA bag on the spot. 8.5 wraps, PVA bag, tubing, boom section, drop off in line lead. That's going to go straight out there now, and hopefully it will get some good bites. Drop off in line, tubing, boom section under the tubing, 3.5 ounce lead, wafter on the end, size 6 hook. Let's freehand it over to as close to the lilies as we can get it. Really good access to them, and I want to pull them off the rest really quickly. I've lifted my tips up to go over the weed in the margins, but there are quite some gusty blowouts here, so every now and then we get a gust of wind come through. My bobbins are lifted. If that continues, I will have to drop my tips down just a little bit. How's it going, guys? So finally set up house. I've just got to sort out the maggots, put them in the mix, and chop up around 1/4 of my worms so I can prep them for spodding. So I got worms with me, maggots with me, sweet corn with me. I've got quite a seedy and crumb boily kind of mix as well. Bit of a winter mix really. But rods are out, nets are up, slings are up, cradles up, bed and everything's up. So I'm gonna have myself a sandwich now and a drink. I'm a bit hot and bothered, and I'm just gonna chill for a little bit, and then see if these rods go off. Wind's died off quite a bit, which is nice, but it's not nice because the wind brings the fish, and it was blowing right into this corner. I do have something unfortunate. I mean, it's just the downsides of fishing small lakes, I suppose, and nothing to complain about, but it's just a bit unfortunate. I'm fishing here, it's only a small little bay, and there's a guy right in the corner the other side, just in there, and he's fishing to a set of lilies there, and he's fishing to those lilies down there, which he was here first, so I've got to respect that. But yeah, it's a lot of pressure just in this tiny little bay, so I would be absolutely astonished if any of these rods go off today. Yeah, I'll be amazed because there's quite a bit of pressure, and they like being all the way up the top anyway in the day. There's a gentleman fishing the spit, looks like he's going to just be here for the day, and I think the guy down here is just going to be there for the day. So yeah, rods are out, and yeah, it's time for a sandwich and a drink and just relax for a bit, watch the water, see what I see if there's any indications of fish that I can fish to later this evening or tonight. But for now, I'm going to stick to the spots that I found. That left hand rod is banging, so I'm hoping that there's a carp just holding up in these lilies. I'm going to keep my eye out on the lily pads to see if there's any knocking. Alright guys, so just a quick look at my naturals. These are what's going to be going out. They're not out at the minute, so we got some nice looking worms in soil, and all of that will be going out, not just the worm, soil as well. Chop them up, and then the maggots then they'll also be going out as is. There'll be all different flavour in this, bits of flaked maize, and of course it's flaked maize, so all of that will be going out. Most likely spodded over the area, but I will put a very small amount of maggot or a bit of maggot in the PVA mix, and believe it or not, I will actually finely chop up some little worm segments, put about 10 or 15 worms chopped up into little teeny pieces into the bag mix too, and in the bag mix it's so breadcrumby and ground baity that it will soak up a lot of the moisture, and there won't be too many. There'll just be the odd little bit chopped up, and I think that'll help draw the fish closer to my hook bait. And I'll probably bait floss different naturals on top of my wafter and see what that does. So they're the naturals we use in this session. So yeah, well, I'll let you know when and how I apply it. Hey buddy, good lad. How's it going, guys? So I'm about to reel in. It's nearly 6 o'clock. I'm about to reel in and freshen up the rods and put some spods out. I'll show you the mix in just a little bit when I'm ready to spod and I got the spod rod out. I will show you the mix, exactly what. So I've got two mixes, one for the PVA bag and one for the spod. The spod has got a lot more corn in it, and it's got a few whole and chopped and crumb boilie in it, and it's going to have chopped worm. I haven't chopped the worm yet because I don't want the worm going off. I want it to be fresh, so I'll be chopping the worm just before I'm ready to spod. But what I'll be doing is I'll be reeling the rods in, I'll be putting bags on them, I'll be spodding out, and then I'll be putting those bags on top of where I've spodded. So I'm going to pull the rods in, wrap them up to the accorded distance, and then once I put the bags on, I'll just leave them leaned up against the bivvy. I'll put the spods out, and then I'll put the PVA bags over the top of the spods then. Might be unorthodox to use, to spod over PVA bags, or spod and PVA bag, but there's a lot of moving weed about, and I'd like just that little cluster of bait, that package going through, just in case I do land on some silk type weed. It'll create a little flat spot around my hook bait where the bag opens and frays out, and it'll just keep the hook covered whilst the bag's sinking through the water, because some spots can feel rock hard, and then when you drag it back there's a little bit of silkweed, but I'm pretty sure the spots I'm on are nothing, just gravel, hard stone and mud, but just to be on the safe side. So yeah, once I've done that, guys, I will show you the mix. See you then. So, as you can see here, I have the spod rod out. I decided to put 15 spoms over the right hand rod, 10 spoms over the middle rod, and I decided to bait by hand on the left hand rod on the lily pads. The reason why I'm baiting by hand on the left hand rod is because the spot is close enough to be within arm's range of any type of bait that I'm going to be putting into that spot, and therefore significantly reduces the amount of commotion in the water. Top tip for you, when filling up the spod, just use your fingers, as you can see I'm doing now, to keep all the bait inside the spod, so when you shut the spod there is nothing obstructing that spod from getting a good clamp. Doing this ensures that you don't have a spod open on the cast, and you don't have a spod not opening on impact of the water. The spod should work as it's advertised if you just make sure that all the bait is packed nice and tight in that spod. Right guys, so it is now 6:30 and I finally finished the rods. You'll see, I'll probably put an overlap now, short video of the mix. But we got sweet corn, chopped worm, maggots, some casters. I sieved through the casters because some of them had gone black and gone off, so I've sieved through them and got rid of them. Plenty of boilie, crushed. All that's gone in like a spod mix, and I've also put the soil from the worms in there, so that was quite important. Let me turn this light on. Yeah, I put the soil from the worms in there, so it was a proper juicy mix, as you can see. Oh, carp's just boshed up. That was nice. So they're starting to show now. They're moving down, because they would have been up in the shallows right the way up there, the other side of the floating island, but that was a good bosh. So that I just missed it. Nice mirror carp though, I just missed it on the camera. Proper shouldered out. So yeah, like I've said to quite a few people, in the afternoon of autumn, in the late afternoon, early evening, and sometimes even through the night during autumn is the best time. Personally, I feel like that's the best time. That is just the best time to see him jumping out, best time to see him fizzing. I'm not 100% sure why, it's just when I've been to quite a few lakes in the autumn, because I love autumn fishing. Yeah, it's the best time to see him jump. You won't see him as much in, you know, maybe a little bit first light, but early morning, through the day, you probably just won't see him. You know, not jumping anyway, or proper fizzing up. They don't do it as much as they do in the evenings. So if you guys that are like finishing work and running down the lake like in autumn, that's a good time, because you more often than not you'll get there and a quick walk around and you'll hear them jumping and smashing about. So yeah, so for me that's going to be my final update, and unless something happens or I get a fish, if something happens worth talking about, I'll do an update. But if not, it's probably going to be me chilling out now. Spods are out, mix is done. Gonna probably get a bit of grub now and just sit back. Oh, is that another one all the way? Yeah, that's 3/4 of the way to the other side, that is. So there's still a way out. So late evening, the traps are set now, late evening, and I feel like something could happen. I feel good, feel like my rigs are out there right, baiting's out there, fish are jumping, like, oh, it's on. So yeah, I will get back to you either first thing in the morning, or if I get a fish or something to report. So until the next update guys, see you then. Good morning guys, so we are over, we've come through night one now. Unfortunately, no bites, nothing. I had 2 beeps on the left hand rod this morning, 2 solid beeps. Not sure if something bumped into my line somewhere. But yeah, no takes last night, and I'm quite surprised because there was fish crashing. Maybe a little bit out of my area, a little bit towards the middle. But it felt good last night, it really did feel good. But nothing happened, so it's around 8 o'clock in the morning. It won't be long now, I'll be reeling in, putting some fresh bags on, fresh hook baits and that, and recasting out. But I just want to see out a little bit of this morning period, because I have benefited from that before, just waiting for the morning period to die off, and then last minute you can get a bite. So, but I'm not hopeful really from now on. I think if I did get another opportunity, it'll probably be tonight in darkness. But yeah. So a little update, middle rod there. casted out towards the lilies, however it's landed where those bubbles are. So I've cast out and I've had a crack off, which is really annoying. So reported that to the appropriate person. Sent David a message saying that I've had a crack off. How's it going, guys? So all 3 rods are now out. I had a bit of a disaster. I had a crack off on the middle rod, so I have to redo that. I reported the crack off as well, just in case a bailiff can get down and fish it out. So yeah, but all rods are out again now. I'm not really expecting anything today. I think if I get another chance it'll be late evening or into the night. But yeah, other than that, nothing really much else to report. And if I do get a hook up, then yeah, we'll hopefully be able to land one. But let's focus on trying to get that first fish hooked first. Yeah. Right, see you on the next update. Just heading for a couple of cheeseburgers and a drink. Lovely. Yeah, guys, got my McDonald's. Gonna head back to the lake now, and we're gonna have this these couple of burgers and this drink, and then we're going to get PVA bags sorted on those rigs, and maybe have a little lead about into some more open water and see if I can't find any spots out there that I'd like to fish on for a few hours, and maybe into tonight, because I'm not feeling good at the minute about what I'm doing. I felt good about it yesterday, but not today. I'm not sure if I need to be patient and sit on my hands here, or whether or not I need to make an active change. So I'm going to go back now and figure that out. How's it going, guys? So I've had something to eat. I'm just in debate mode. Not quite sure what to do. I haven't really seen anything, probably won't see anything until this evening, and they're probably going to come out in open water. Let's take a look. So they're probably going to be boshing out up there, so I'm thinking of putting my left and middle rod up there, because I've had nothing off the lilies. So yeah, I'm thinking of putting a few rods out there, but first I need to find some spots. So I'm going to have a look out for some spots out in the middle, and then yeah, then we'll go from there and see where I put them. All the PVA bags are done. They're all waiting. So yeah, be flicking them out on the spots as soon as I find them, really. So happy days. I'll get back to you when I've done that. How's it going, guys? Right, so a little bit of a change. I've put pretty much all the rods in different spots now. It took me a while to find some spots. I raked one. I've got a load of weed piled up behind a bivvy. I raked one out. Felt pretty good after. So that the middle rod is on that spot. The right hand rod is just to the right of it, and the left hand rod is near the lilies, but a little bit past and a little bit more into open water. They were splashing about a little further out there last night, so maybe I think this evening I make sure I'm fishing more out there. That's where I caught the parrot from, but from the other swims out in open water, so maybe they're out in there, not close to any of the features. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to fish those, unless I think of another plan that I fancy. But fiddle around with the hook baits, had little snowmen and stuff on the go now, so yeah, we'll see what we can do to get a bite.
I was hoping for a bit more of a reaction, to be honest, by using the chopped worm and the maggot. I was hoping they would switch on to that a little bit, but maybe they have and just done my upbait. I'm not sure, but we've got one more night left to figure that out. Little mascot's back. Pest control in. Oh boy. Nice to have a visitor. Right guys, a little bit of an update. So I've redone the 3 rods. Let's have a look. There they are. So I put them quite tight together this time. Well, not too tight, within 2 rod lengths of each other. So you see that bit of weed out there. I got one at the end of my fingertip there, one at the end of the fingertip there, and then one down here a little bit closer. So the left hand rod is a little closer, and the right hand and middle rod are just in front of that. Well, 2 rod lengths this side of it, and from left rod to right rod there's 2 rod lengths between them, so easy number to remember, and I can aim for that U in the skyline, that sort of dip. That's my, when I'm stood here, the bed is in line with that, so I'll be using the left and right hand edge of that in the night if I catch on any of them. So it's just gone 6, I think, yeah, 6:05. Yeah, refresh the rods. I'll probably do them again before going to bed, but for now it's, I've had something to eat, so it's just going to be a chill out for a little bit.
Nice scaly in the sling. We'll just have a cup of tea and collect ourselves and get that rod back out on the spot. But so we've had the first bite. Let's have a look what we had it on. The double wafter, if I can stop it from shaking. Paradox and decimate wafter. Shot and the hooks come off, and the stem, the lead dropped off as well. So nice, lovely scaly, really quite a long fish. I'm not sure if it was something a guy called Adam was talking about, or it could be one that Damien was talking about earlier, a really long mirror, but it could go to any, but it looks about 18, 19. But yeah, nice fish, really pretty fish. So it's early hours of the morning now. Woke me up from quite a sleep, I think. So we'll have a look at it in a little bit. I'm going to get this rod back out, have a cup of tea, see what the light's doing by the time we finish that. Brilliant, we're off the mark finally. Blank saver. Alright guys, so a little update. I redone the right hand rod after that fish. I was in here about to do a cup of tea. It's way gone 4:30, it might even be gone 5:15. And the right hand rod screamed off again, like proper one toner. So I gets my wellies on and grab my head torch to get out the bivvy, and as I'm zipping the door open, I notice on the receiver it's gone from a red light, a screaming red light, to a screaming blue light. So now my left hand rod's going, and I'm thinking, oh, maybe a double take, and then I'm thinking, no, because the right hand rod stopped, and I thought, oh, maybe it swum over and caught the other line or something, you know. So I pick up the left hand rod to think, oh, I'll reel that in first, and I found out it was a cormorant that swum across, trolled out my line. So I had to redo the rods again. So the rods are redone and they're out there. Won't be long now and it'll be light, and then I'll get that fish out, because it's a stunning fish, and I don't think I've caught it before. It's got like 2 rows of scales. It's got the linear line, and then it's got a line above it as well. So yeah, it looks really quite sweet. So we'll have that out in a little bit. I'm going to do myself a cup of tea. Don't think I'm going to go back to sleep now, because it's not going to be long. It'll be light, so it won't be point me going to sleep just for an hour or less than that. So we're going to wait for the sun to come up, wait for the light to come out, hopefully get another take first light, because it's probably my last chance, because I think I may end up staying one more night, but I think I'm going to go home tomorrow. So yeah, we're looking like we've at least saved a blank, eh? So we're going to wait for first light, and then I'll update you then, and we'll have a look at this fish. Brilliant. How's it going, guys? So I caught that fish, recast the rods, and I got wiped out, and then I recast the rods again. The left hand rod's gone. My own fault. I didn't grab the phone in the panic and getting out there, so I didn't video the capture, but I do have a brace of nice scaly mirrors to show you in just a little while. So they're definitely on the feed. I'm just sorting out my rig, so I'm just put a new bait on. Just putting that shot on the hook in the right place. And that's what I've literally just had the fish on, slip D noodle style, with a yellow decimate wafter. Just need to put a new lead on, and then I can start looking at putting another PVA bag on. And also, once I cast this out, I'm going to introduce a few more baits.
I'm not sure if I said, but after the first capture I went out there and with the throwing stick, and I put another I don't know, 50 baits. That sounds about right, another 50 baits over the area. And then I've had another bite now, so they're obviously down there chowing and enjoying, you know, the spread baiting sort of tactic. So they're obviously down there having a feed. So we're gonna go and get this this cord of solids in a bag, drop off in line, so lose the lead every time. And it's just been doing the job. I'm loving the drop-off systems now. I wasn't too much of a fan, but now I'm getting there. So yeah, time to put this in a bag, get it back out on the spot, and yeah, wait for the light to come and we'll have a look at these brace of beauties. Nice.
Alright guys, so rods are still out, fish are still in the sling. I got a guy called Simon popping down now to do the photos, so I'll get the camera up when we're doing that. But yeah, moved the rods about last night, so the night before we could hear them crashing out in open water, so that's where I decided to fish them tonight. So I found some spots out in open water, I fished them and managed to get a couple of these rods going throughout the early hours of this morning. So that was positive, but I could hear them crashing and making their way down, and they eventually came down to where I put that spread of boilie over. So hopefully there's still a chance for a first light sort of bite, because it's just starting to get light now. If not, we've got two really scaly fish to look at, so yeah, can't wait for that. You alright to snap a couple of pics?
Yeah, of course. Fuck me, that's like a laptop. What size is that phone?
If you just touch the object you want to take a picture of, it'll blur everything else in the background.
Okay. Zoom in and out like that, is it?
Yeah, well if you go on to zoom 3 and then walk back to where I'm in the picture, that's where the pixels are at their best.
Alright, no worries.
And then just click on the fish, and then when you take the picture it should blur everything out in the background.
Okay.
Right, let's try that again.
Awesome, mate.
Just spin around. Are you alright ones there?
Yeah, really nice ones.
Easy girl.
That's not the governor. He's got 2 drop scales just below the line.
Nice scales though.
Oh, stunning fish, mate.
Oh, yeah.
I just took loads, man.
Yeah, nice. Lovely.
Yeah, there's some banging pictures in there, son.
What I'll do is I'll weigh them now with the scales at 0.
He's happy with these before.
Some mega shots, man. Oh, good job.
Happy with that?
Yeah, well happy with them, right?
Always like to ask before it goes back, like.
Yeah, no, appreciate that. So I'm going to bang the scales bang on 0, and then once we've done and dusted the 2, I'll take what I think is 3.5 pounds off. But I'll check the sling again after.
You do what you need to do, mate.
Let's have a look there. Mind reading if I lift? What time's Damien due?
Lunch,
Lunchtime.
1ish.
Massive shout out to Simon. It was really nice meeting him. First time I ever met him. He was a massive help. He took some great quality photos, and if he wasn't there, then I'm afraid I wouldn't have been able to attend to this as fast as I did.
Go on, I'll leave. Go on, I'll deal with it.
Do you want me to put it back?
Yes, please. I thought it was Jagger there for a sec when I seen them scales.
Grappers in here as well, aren't they? Those corners down. I know they've been doing good, but I'm not sure what I think of them yet.
We'll soon find out.
You know those drop-off inline stems of corders where the stem is spliced onto the lead core itself?
Yeah.
I'm not sure what I think about them. Like they work really well, but that stem is always on there.
I like the Avid ones, if I'm honest. I haven't seen the quarter ones, I'll have to have a look.
I know, it looks like Jagger to me. But it doesn't look £21 either.
No, it didn't. I'll be interested to see what it is.
I've only seen Jagger out once, and that was with my brother, and he looked a lot guttier than this.
That's Jagger.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah, 100%.
Just gonna put some spray on his lip. I'll lift him up first, shall I?
Yeah.
There we go. Oh, I suppose he does look 21, doesn't he?
I need you to unlock this for photos.
Oh, sorry, bro.
It's alright.
If it goes off, just push the lock button and then swipe up there.
Alright, I got you.
That'll access. Jagger. Been wanting this fish for a while. Now I got him.
Awesome, bro.
Look at that fin on him, look, chunks out of it. Yeah. Good old belly on him. Right, flip him round, shall I?
Yeah.
He's got those orange blobs under his chin
He's
too.
stunning, man.
Happy?
Perfect, man.
Legend. Thank you so much, this boy. I owe you one.
That's alright, man. You're welcome. You do the same.
I sure would. Right. Let's see what she weighs then. So that's to 0. So we've got 22.9 and 22.9 to remember. Need to write these down.
Ooh. Say 23.
23, yeah?
Yeah.
Right, so 23 to remember. Let's get him back then, is it?
Yeah,
and then the next one. And then we'll wait.
You treated him, didn't you?
Treated his lip, yeah, with the spray. It's quite fresh, but it was in the totally separate side of the mouth.
Yeah, you were hooked on the right hand side, that was on the left. Or vice versa.
So
Yeah, nice one, man.
treated. It's nice to have other people to do this with, like.
Footage for him going back for you, bro.
Yeah.
Whoa. One right in the corner, mate.
Huh?
One Bosch right in the corner.
Nice.
Off she goes. Nice one, mate.
Yeah, sound one more then.
Mr. Herring about to get his breakfast.
We're all catching fish down here.
Yeah.
Last one then.
That's a lovely fish, man.
He is stunning, isn't he? Look at that mouth. You can see my hook hold at the bottom there, look. Nailed.
It's going nowhere.
Ah, that's good. Let's give him a bit of treatment. That was a good hook hold. Those boom tubing things I've done. Doing the job as well happy with it. Right, okay, yeah, sound.
1 second, give me a second. Get this camera back on. Right, what's your unlock pattern?
If you just work out and then. You ready?
Yep.
Fish number 3. Haven't weighed it yet, but what a cracker this one is. Yeah, man. Nice. You good on that side?
All good, bro. Flip
Yeah.
around.
Oh, some nice scales this side.
Wow.
Yeah. Look at that.
That's not a fish I've seen before.
I can't say I've seen it, but it's got a bit of weight behind it. I would be surprised if it's 20, 21 pound. It's gotta be. Yeah, they're looking forward to sending Damien these shots.
Just make him more eager to get out of work, bro.
Yeah, get down here, son, it's all happening. Well, it's happened. It's done.
All good?
Yeah, you happy there?
Yeah, I'm happy, man.
Result, man. That's a stonker. Right, let's get it weighed. This number will have to take the weight of the sling off as well, won't we?
Yeah.
Alright. Lift her up there.
Ooh. Bouncing between 23 and 24. I'll give you 23 for that, bang on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly the same weight as Jagger. Well, different sling, so we'll have to see.
Yeah, so £23 and £22.9. Happy days. So let's slip it back and then we'll do the maths, is it? Result.
I'm thinking you're going to blank to having 3 absolute bangers in a couple of hours, mate.
I know, man. I was literally thinking like, oh, it's all done because I, you know, without blowing my old trumpet, fished like a boss the first night and started getting lazy, and then the bites came. But the first night, I felt so confident. They were all over me, and nothing happened at all. So I moved the spots, found some new ones out. I even raked one. There's all the weed on the floor. I raked one of the spots I caught from. So that was nice. Oh, what a morning. Not a bad morning on here. By the time you're here, that would have been 320, that would.
You're complaining, are you?
No, loving it, mate, loving it. From looking at a blank to free fish and on the bounce, it's nice. Need to get our rod back out now.
That's it, mate.
Right guys, so with that flurry of fish all done and dusted with, we can talk a little bit more about what's going on. So one of the other anglers, Simon, has come to he's helped me out weighing them and stuff and doing some pictures, and that. He's been great. Managed to get the middle rod back out in the spot. Not really seeing much activity though, so yeah, it was nice. Simon was here, we were weighing the fish as you saw. Alarm went off, so Simon dealt with that fish for me whilst I was playing Jagger, who was a fish that I've wanted. I've spoken about quite a few times. My brother had it, so I had him. So Jagger was £21. The other sort of wood carving looky dark mirror, that I believe was a fish called Topaz. And then the other mirror, Topaz was 21 also, and then the other mirror that we don't know yet, that was £19. I think it was 19.9. So yeah, two 21-pounders and a £19 9-ounce. That's pretty tidy, and they all came within quick succession inside like an hour and a bit. So there's always time for another. You know, we've had one, you know, around 8 o'clock. It's been 8-ish in the morning. So yeah, there's still a little chance, but that's sort of dwindling off now as we head closer to the middle of the day. So yeah, I'm going to have something to eat now, and I'll get back to you with another update soon.
Alright guys, so it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon and I'm doing another night. Logistical issue, so I'm doing another night. A couple of other lads are set up the other side of the lake there. A couple of good anglers as well, so they'll probably winkle a couple out tonight. I think I figured out the first night I stayed here and caught nothing. It was really cold. It was really cold. And then last night was quite mild, and we had a few fish at the back end, you know, it was early hours of the morning. Excuse me. So it's quite mild now, and I'm hoping that tonight will be quite mild as well, and therefore might have another chance now at having a couple more takes. So I'm gonna chill for another hour or so, and then I'm gonna pull my rods in. I'm gonna have a quick social with Damien and Simon, and yeah, then I'm going to come back and get the rods back out. I'm just debating whether or not to get all the PVA bags ready before I go over and say hello, or whether I do that when I get back. I think I'll do it before I go.
How's it going guys? So I'm just well, you can have a look now. Just making a cup of tea. All my rigs are good to go, got bags on them ready to go under a bit of shelter. I'm just going to pop round and see Simon and Damien the other side for a bit of a chat. They're just placing out their rigs now, so happy days. Right, we're just getting back from having a social, and I got 3 PVA bags here, ready to go out on those spots. So let's get this done. Damien's had himself a carp. Oh, nice bite, well done. Good angling. Well, good morning everybody. Nothing happened over the night, so it's still just the free fish for me this session. I'm just packing down now, getting ready to go home. So yeah, it's been a tidy session. We had that flurry of action in the middle night. Yeah, lovely 3 scaly mirrors and 1 unknown as well, so that was quite nice to see. So guys, we come to the end of another day. So I haven't had anything since the flurry of mirrors this morning. I did get done on my right hand rod, lead moved as well. The bait was all pushed down the shank of the hook, so I got proper done on my right hand rod earlier, just before I reeled in and went for a bit of a social. So they're staying out for a couple more hours. I may feel the need to change them in a little while, refresh them, but for now I'm quite happy with them, so they're going to stay where they are into the night, and hopefully get in amongst a couple more, and even better, Simon and Damien to catch a couple. Damien's already off the mark with 1, so it's going to be a busy night for him. So guys, unless there's another fish that'll be the last update I do until tomorrow morning, which is when I'll be packing up and leaving at 10 o'clock. So yeah guys, until the next update, wish me luck. Nice little ghosty mirror for you guys. The right hand rod. There he is. Oh. There he is, little ghosty mirror. Little early evening bite. He's got some cracking colours on him. Definitely looks like he's got a bit of ghosty in him with his head, markings on his head. Yeah, what a beautiful fish. There's the other side, look at that. It's pretty chilly out now. So let's, I mean, it won't weigh this fish, it's probably, I don't know, £6 maybe. But we'll just pop this fish back and get the rod back out. And then, yeah, chill out for the evening. Fish number 4. Nice.
Good morning. So, nothing to report. It's been really quiet since my last fish. So yesterday evening I had a run on the right hand rod, and it was a small little £6 ghost mirror, and then nothing's happened since then. I don't think anything's happened for any of us that are on the lake. I know Damien had a couple fish last night. He had the parrot and the otter dodger, I think.
Hello everybody, thank you for joining me again on this session. It's been a tidy session. We've had 4 fish, ended up staying an extra night. It's been good. A few known fish have come out. Fish that I targeted from here, jagger. I mean, none of them are big fish, but still you have your targets from everywhere you go, pretty ones that you want and stuff. And it turns out that I catch a gem like topaz as well, so that was nice. So jagger is another one off the list. Next for me now is zippy, which is the biggest one in here at like mid-20. And then you've got two-tone. They're 2 that I really want to catch from here. They're really nice looking fish. So yeah, there's still a bit of time that I've got to do on here, and still a few more fish to catch. But until then, guys, keep following me, keep an eye out for all my new content, and if you like them, like the videos and comment on them, let me know how I can do better next time. But yeah, so for now, guys, we're saying goodbye to the pluck, and we are starting the pack down.
Hang about, mate, we ain't saying goodbye. Guess what's just happened? My middle rod has sprung into life. Alright guys, so this is the last mirror. Break her open now. Sit here. Not weighed it yet. Yeah, it's a chunk for in here. Right then, so let's have a look. You're beating me up. Stay there for me, girl. There we go. She's a good one. Out you go. Sadie, go on. Good girl. There she is. Can you take a couple landscape as well, nice and low down for me, please? If that's okay. Just flip her around. You got enough there that are clear?
So,
Yeah?
is that lump?
One like this?
What's the lump on the side of it?
Just a growth, I think. Just a growth. Unfortunate battle scar. Injury, so we'll do a couple this side.
So,
Incoming.
Sadie,
Watch out, Sadie.
Sadie.
They say come fishing to get wet, don't they? Look at that. Big bulge on the side of his head. There. He's heavy. A couple more. Can I have a quick peek at some of that? Is that, yeah. Let's do one more look at her. For the viewers at home. Look at that. About time to get her weighed, get her back, and then get on the road. Right. Can you read that for me? That's okay. No, come through. And then catch it then.
Poor Ruby.
What's it saying?
Just over 27.
Just over 27.
Oh. Yeah, look. Well, that says 28. That's just over 27. 27, so it is. I would say it's 20, between 27 and 28, so I don't know.
Right. Alright guys, so just finishing the pack up. You saw the weigh in of that fish, or the pictures of it. Weighs just pretty much 27 minus the sling, so I'll work that out in just a minute. But yeah, nice mid 20 to finish the session. Right guys, I'm all packed down. I've just been to see Damien. He's had 3. He's had the otter dodger, the parrot, and another fish that looks like the otter dodger. And then I had that fish this morning, which turns out to be sea scale. Yeah, thank you for all your support. I've said it a few times already, but it's time to clock off now. So yeah, I'll catch you down here sometime. And if you like this video, please like and subscribe. Brilliant.